Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases today we will discuss a very important issue on section 55A which talks about to the reference to the valuation officer. There can be two situations where the assessee values its property. First situation is that when the assessee is not able to determine its cost, then the cost can be taken on a hypothetical figure. In the same way, if the assessee is not able to determine the sale value, then the sale value is taken as per the stamp duty value. And the rule is that according to section 50C subsection 2, that if the assessing officer wants to adopt the stamp duty value, then first of all the assessing officer has to refer the matter to the valuation officer. In the present case, the assessee has taken its cost as on 1st April 1981, 21,58,000. But the assessing officer was objecting this cost because according to assessing officer, this cost was very much high as per the fair market value. So he referred this matter to the department valuation officer, and this matter is before the date 1st July 2012. So the question was that whether the assessing officer can refer even the cost of that property to the department valuation officer. This issue has been taken by Chennai ITAT C bench in the case of Nirmala Venkata Pathe versus income tax officer, and this case is reported in 110 ITR short notes 27. The date of the judgment is 9th February 2024. Friends, generally we come to across those cases where the assessee sells the property less than the fair market value, so the assessing officer adopts the stamp duty value. So in that case, even for adopting the stamp duty value, it is the general rule that the assessing officer has to refer the matter to the DVO. But the situation arises that whether the assessing officer has the option to refer to the DVO when the assessee is taking the cost of acquisition at a figure which is not acceptable to the assessing officer. In the present case, the assessment year is 10-11. So the financial year was 2009-2010. During the financial year, the assessee sold a property at 41,94,000, and the assessee took the cost of that property as on 1st April 1981 at 21,58,000. The learned assessing officer was not comfortable with this figure. That's why he referred the matter to the DVO, and the DVO calculated the cost of the property at a meager figure of 27,000. It was the submission of the assessee before the learned assessing officer that up to 1st July 2012, according to section 55A, if the value adopted by the assessee is more than the fair market value, that is in the present case, because the fair market value of the cost that is taken by the assessee was near about 21 lakh and the value adopted by the DVO was 27,000. So section 55A is not applicable, because up to 1st July 2012, section 55A is applicable only when the value taken by the assessee or the value of the property is less than the fair market value. Because since the fair market value in the present case was less than the cost of the property, so section 55A is not applicable. But the learned assessing officer was not convinced with the assessee, so he calculated the capital gain by taking the cost of acquisition at a meager figure of 27,000. The CIT appeal also upheld the order, but when this matter came to the tribunal was of the very clear view that according to section 55A, reference to the DVO can be made only in the cases which fall before 1st July 2012, where the cost of the property is less than the fair market value. Since in the present case the cost was more than the fair market value, so section 55A is not applicable. Although from 1st July 2012, an amendment has been made in section 55A, which says that if the cost is at variance with the fair market value, whether it is high or low, in both the cases, the reference to the DVO can be made. So in the present case, technically, the SSC won the case because of the wording of section 55A up to 1st July 2012. At the end of this video, once again, I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Shrimati Nirmala Venkata Pathe versus Income Tax Officer, and this case has been reported in 110 ITR short notes 27. The matter has been decided by Chennai ITAT bench, and the date of the judgment is 9th February 2024. Thank you, friends.